Hey guys, welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And today is episode 2 of the Conqueror defenses and why they don't work. Brand new series that I just started last week, and I'm super excited about it because I did get a really good response from it last time, so I'm gonna keep it rolling here today. So basically in this series, what I do is I go over a couple defenses. I'm only gonna do like 2 or 3 today and kind of explain what can be better, why they don't work, and if there's anything that we can do to poke holes in them. And I have 2 here. We have Hector H123, and then we have Travis_R that I'm going to definitely showcase these. I have not fought them yet, so maybe they're fine, and then we don't have to have a lesson. If they're not fine, then maybe that's what we can talk about. So this series is a little bit interesting though, because if I fight somebody, you know, it's hard to know what exact rank they are, but right now we're sitting at right around 1408. And, you know, they might be a G3 player. Most G3 players, though, I know. And I don't think either of these are. He's in Conqueror. Oh, let's just take a look. So he has 2 LD Nat 5s plus the Molong and the Fire Rakan there. Okay, so overall, this is a pretty badass defense. Okay. It's pretty badass defense. Gianna especially, of course. And so if I had to guess, I would say the Gianna is probably Swift. If not, that's a problem, because it's super easy to just Tiana bomb and kind of walk away onto the next one. If the Rakan is not on Vampire, that's a problem. If the Molong, I would say he could be on Swift as well, to be completely honest. But making sure that Molong goes after Gianna could be a thing. And then have the, whatever this one's called, Walyoung, go after everybody. Except for maybe Rakan. So go before Rakan, after everybody else. The skills on this one, if you haven't noticed or know too much about Walyoung, attacks with a secretly hidden blade, inflicts damage that ignores all damage reduction effects. The damage also increases as your HP status decreases. So the more dead it is, the more damage it does. Recovers all allies and increases the attack power for 3 turns. The recovery power is in proportion to the attack power. So maybe having Walyoung go before the Gianna would be also pretty nice, because then they could put a bomb down with an attack power boost. However, I just don't think, since Gianna should be on Will, that the Walyoung could also be on... I'm sorry, the Gianna should be on Swift. I don't think the Walyoung should also be on Swift as well. To be faster is going to be a little bit of a stretch, I would assume. Molong, in this defense, you could probably do Violent is probably the best option, because you already have the Swift, but you need to make sure that you're not too slow. So the first one that I want to try against this team, typically if I were running like the safe route, I'd probably make sure that I outspeed and go with my frigate in there, and then bomb out the Gianna, and then probably try to double bomb the Rakan. Just to see like the speed tuning of it, I'm gonna use Galleon instead. So I'm gonna bet that Gianna is gonna outspeed me though. So this could potentially lose, and I completely understand that, and I understand going into it. I just want to see if we can see the speed tuning of it first. Okay. If the Gianna is not on Swift, then it's probably GG. Gianna is on Swift. Okay, so Gianna is on Swift. Was definitely much faster than my Tiana, who is also on Swift. And then, as we saw, the wreck ass came in from the Molong, trying to wreck my Malaka's ass there, but wasn't able to take it down. So now we have the Walyoung and the Rakan that are just sitting there. super scary still though, because I could potentially miss bombs and be in a bad situation. Also, the Gianna not using her third skill is kind of a derpy move. You know, I guess that's a reason why Conqueror defenses don't work, is AI. Try not to rely on AI, but I mean, if the only way that it would have been a bad news bears is if she stunned my Tiana, which running with a little bit of resistance, if you're trying to get a super fast Gianna, which he does have, it's hard to get the amount of accuracy that you need to remove it. So let's just go ahead and Winds of Change. And you see the Rakan didn't move. There's no attack bar boost in there. So you really have to rely on the stuns from Molong and Gianna to kind of have a chance against like just a normal bomb AO. And then Molong's not going to kill anyone really, because it's only 70% of the HP. So even if he were to take out a lot of the HP from Malaka, it's not going to kill it, which is Malaka just needs to have one turn and then you'd be Gucci. So now this is where RNG happens on the arena offense side, is that my bombs could just completely miss everybody. They can. They have before. They do all the time, and I hate using bomb AOs because of it. So they can miss. If Rakan gets his immunity buff off, then we're screwed. 100%. Rakan can solo my team easily. Especially if it's on Vampire. Easily solo my team. Let's see what we do. Alright, so we landed on everybody. And then I like to double bomb Rakan because of the fact that he can solo my team easily. Can we hit it? We did hit it. So this is, I think, GG from here. Yeah. So pretty not tanky though for the other monsters. Again, trying to get as fast as possible runes on like Gianna and the Molong. Most Molong should not die from a bomb most of the time, but trying to be faster, you're going to lose some of that HP. But you guys can see kind of the reasoning behind it. The AI for one, relying on the AI, and then relying on the stuns. I would say a much better option would be to go with, I would say keep Gianna in there, keep the Rakan in there. Those two are amazing monsters. And then I would say use some sort of gauge booster with the Wo Yang if you want to keep that in there. I'd say that's still a speed lead. That's pretty cool. And then you could probably have a better chance. But having that fast Gianna is cool. I like that. I like that a lot. And let's take a look at Travis_R. So he has a Kabila in there. And I can see how this team could really work, but it has to be speed tuned, okay? So you can't have your Kabila at 320 speed and then your Praha at 270 speed and then your Varad and your Theomars at like 200 speed. Because if that's the case, then a simple bomb team like mine is going to be able to just roll in there and take them out pretty easily. So I'm going to see, I don't even know if I'd be able to outspeed using this team. So I'm just going to bet that the speed tuning is off. I'm going to bet that the speed tuning is off, and that even if Kabila and Praha go, that the Varad's not going to come in afterwards and, you know, freeze everybody. So I'm just going to bet on that, okay? I'm going to bet on that, and if that's the case, then we know what's wrong with this arena defense. Pretty easy, right? Speed tuning. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'm kind of scared because, again, it is Conqueror Arena that I'm at right now, but you don't know if these guys are higher end players and they know what they're doing. Okay. Was able to come down. Ooh, the Theomars went first. Is it gonna Violent Proc? It does. It does. It Violent Procs again. Oh my god. Okay. But so if the Theomars didn't Violent Proc 4 million times, it wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been a win. But it did, which is, you know, kudos to Theomars on that one. Pretty awesome to you, guy. And so now, most likely, we're going to lose this one. Most likely. It depends. It depends. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, gosh. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So I thought for sure maybe the Vrad was going to die, but unfortunately it did not. The Vrad's a little slow though. The Vrad definitely needed to be faster. Now at this point here, we could this is bad for us. Cuz if we don't land bombs, if we don't land like defense breaks like that right there, we could easily lose this. We could easily lose this. Oh gosh. Okay, no, we didn't win. I mean, we didn't lose. But okay, so what was good about that arena defense? What was good about that defense and what was bad about it? Cuz that was very close to winning. Very, very close. So, I think what was good about it was the fast Kabila for one, obviously. The Kabila's in there to take turn 1. The Theomars going after the Praha is what you want, because you don't want Theomars to go into like a will team and not be able to get a defense break and then go into another couple violent procs, and then, you know, it's not gonna work as well as it did. So going after Praha was good, of course. I mean, that's pretty much a given. And then I think that's like the main things that were good about it. So what was bad about it though? Obviously we talked about it with the Vrad getting cut. Okay, getting cut. So he didn't get to go, even with the Kabila speed boost, before my Tiana went. Okay, so with Vrad not going, it left it up to needing Theomars to violent proc that many times to even have a chance. Now, if Theomars, say, targeted somebody else, it might have been a different story. It might have been a sure win. It might have been a non-win. But again, it's the Theomars that kind of violent procced. It's also the Praha that used the correct skills. Didn't stun my Tiana, which having a chance to stun Tiana is good. So I'm glad that the Praha didn't get cut. But if the Vrad would have came in and frozen my Tiana or decreased the attack bar of my Galleon, or maybe it was my Malak, one of those two I know kept will. If it was able to, you know, decrease that attack bar, stun the Galleon, stun the Malacca, then at that point, you know, it probably would have been GG. They would have won easily. But the fact that I was still able to get my Galleon off, the fact that I was still able to get my Malacca off, it was close. It was close, but it really relied on that Vrad to not get cut. And I think just having it just a little bit, I would say do it faster than your Theomars. Make your Vrad faster than your Theomars. Okay, Travis? But really, really good. I liked it. I liked it a lot, because there's not much I could have done besides bomb it. I would say Lucian it if I had fast Lucians, but you got to be careful with that with the Praha in there. So other than that, definitely thank you guys so much for watching. My cat is kind of on my lap right now, but I appreciate you guys. If you want to see more of these videos, of course, go ahead and hit subscribe. Smash that so hard. And as always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. What's going on, Soup? It's Claytano. Be sure to subscribe for more content every single day. If you missed yesterday's video, you can check it out here. And if you're in need of some free crystals, you can click on this other link instead. Also, if you want to stay connected with me personally, go ahead and hit me up on any social media platform at Claytano, and I will see you guys tomorrow.